Trader, have you done much trading this week? Just want to make sure my microphone's working. Yeah. Good deal. Okay, nice. I've been trying to restrict my trades on trading also. Not on trading, but on my funded accounts. I feel like I had to pretty much work back to get the. Oh, let me change the camera settings. Not really sure why this doesn't save. Every day I have to adjust this freaking brightness. Good morning, Pine Tree. Are you trading today? Let's see. Good morning, Java. I'll have to click on there if you tell me you're trading, because sometimes I forget about other streamers, because sometimes I get a lot going on and I won't be as focused, but I do run other streamers in the background. What scares me about this, man, anytime that we have big movement like this pre-New York, man, the day will just suck butt the first part of the morning. I know, I wish I wish I had took my trades earlier this morning, but I didn't expect this kind of movement pre-market. But it sucks when it's like this, even though it can be good for some people, because I usually wait to New York. Then New York will be horrible this morning. Not really sure if we'll have any kind of retracement. I mean, the only big gap fill in that we have so far is this one here. But I think if this candle is able to close, if this candle does not pull back in the next 30 minutes, it could offer a big gap to the downside to fill in on the 1 hour. Because most time we do fill in these gaps on the hour charts. It's worked out pretty good this week. It's helped me to get pretty good trades on some of these big ones from gaps to the upside. Good morning, Andy. How are you doing today? And I think don't really have a bear bull line this morning also, because anytime we have big movements like this, it kind of messes up Manzini's numbers a little bit. We'll have to wait and see if he'll tweet something in a little bit. Maybe he'll tweet some kind of update. So we'll just have to wait on that. Yeah, because most of the numbers he's given us is mostly have to do with the 59s. I mean, that's the only thing about when we have huge run-ups pre-New York. You can't. It's harder to play those numbers. I mean, like, what did I should have gave the higher numbers. Woo, I'd be done for the day, Java. Put them babies away. I'm debating on if I even want to trade my fundeds today. Because, you know, I had to get back my losses because we took back-to-back losses on funded accounts from Friday and Monday. But the last couple days, I almost went tilt yesterday when we were having Ripnik issues yesterday. And I put that in the chat up there. Bulanox, when I signed on to Bulanox this morning, and I had to sign a little thing saying that they're having Ripnik issues. So just be aware of that also. They might have already have it fixed. I don't know if it's with Bulanox or if it's with Ripnik itself. How close are you to a payout, Java? With the $300 that you made today, is that an account you've been working on a while or something new? No. Man, I looked at this one trading account, this funded account I have today. I have like 30 trading days in that thing. I have so many. I wish I was at payout by now, but we've been just slow grinding it. Oh. Oh, I bet you that annoyed. I was listening to Methodical Man and he thought he was in a good trade and he said he's in a micro. That is nothing worse when you thought, oh yeah, I got it. And you look over and you only get like $2 a point. Let's see. Oh, that's nothing worse than. Well, this hour is just going. It'd be nice just to get a little pullback, a nice little bear flag set up. Man, we've had some good bear flag or bull flag setups this morning. There's one right off the 21. There's one off the 9, and I don't usually take those a lot. I wish I was better at recognizing, but I'm not. I only do usually fairly well on the 20 pullbacks. Because that's what I like to look for here. That first initial pullback with the 21 EMA. That was 20 points off of that bounce so far. Damn, look at it. Ripping. Man. 40 points off that 21. Man, all the good setups are pre-market. That sucks, guys. Java, you make me wish I was done for the day, actually. Especially on funded. I would have loved to got a funded trade early this morning and just be done and just trade evals the rest of the day. All right, guys, we got about a minute, minute and a half for the market to open. Ooh, there's Nutty streaming. What's Nutty talking about? Hey, it could go up all morning. I'd definitely take some sell-offs the rest of the day. I know, that's what I'm worried about, trader. I don't really know what to expect today. Insane right now. All right, market's open. You would think that we'd want some kind of retracement this morning. I mean, we could just have a complete dump all the way back down to that pivot. The 50 sitting at the 66 is definitely a target. The 200s all the way back down at the 400s. I mean, that's a 100-point move. Wow, that's insane. Ooh. I'm hoping the candles aren't too massive where it kind of messes with your entries. Where, you know, if you're playing with a type stop loss and you're having 20, 30-point 1-minute candles, it makes it really tough. Patience. I just hope it doesn't turn into a choppy day. That's why I can't stand big moves pre New York. I mean, I know it's good for all the people trading in the Asian and London market, but man, it sucks for New York whenever we're just so much movement. You know, prior New York, we like chop around for the first 2 hours sometimes, like just really bad price action. Oh, is my camera messing up? Did my camera freeze? I think my yeah. Give me a minute, guys. I think my camera froze this morning for some reason. Deactivate. Activate. All right, man. If we get through that 50, man, we could. Oh, I mean, we have a little gap here, but the only downside of it is that we have a one of the first pullback swings here. My guess is looks like we're just going straight down, because usually if we lose the 50, we'll at least be going to the 100 EMA or even the VWAP or even the freaking 200 EMA. What's up, Caesar? I would think we'd at least get a little back touch here to the 90s. Whew. Did you take any trades pre-market this morning, Caesar? I know there was a lot of 9s and 20 touches all the way up this morning. I feel like this morning you're going to have to be definitely patient and wait for the market to kind of just get back to normal. Yeah, I'm the same way. I hardly ever do pre-market myself, and it seems like, I'm not saying the market doesn't move good pre-market sometimes, but it seems like every time I try to trade pre-market, I get it. All right, we got your 5-minute candle set. Have a big tilt during pre-market. Yeah, I can understand that. I almost went tilt yesterday whenever my account got messed up, whenever we kind of lagged out, whenever my account got stuck. I was close. I could have easily have went tilt on my funded yesterday. But we were able to recover, so I was able to get back to kind of focusing on working on that eval. Oof. Man, this thing's just going to retrace the freaking 200 moving average all the way back. I just know if I try to get short here, it'll just end up pulling back and retracting. Anytime I try to jump in on these FOMO type shorts where we're this far away from our 9 and 21, So this right here would be your 5-minute bounce where I have this line here. So that would have been, if it does not break back above this, we're definitely going down because that's your 5-minute close candle here at the 50s. And right now your 15-minute is still in play. What are we, about 5 minutes away from the 15 minutes? If you're new here, basically what I do is I have outlined the 5 minutes and your 15 minutes, because most time whatever we close at below the 15 minutes, most time, you know, we can probably more likely be looking for shorts for most of the morning. I feel like that's one of those candles where you get a nice little short bear flag and it just then drops another freaking 40-50 points, because I don't usually see those very well. I see those a lot on the moves up sometime. Let's see if it happens. That was the bottom of this range from a while ago. Oh, that was the top of the 5-minute charts. God, man. That was another 5-minute bounce. So right now your 5-minute candle is holding up. Not really sure what that. Man. We only really have to 63 to 80 before we can expect probably some kind of bounce off of that 200 moving average. A lot of times we'll get a bounce off the 200 moving average all the way back up to, like, say, the 9 or something. We're also 1 minute away from your 15-minute range. Man, there was multiple opportunities to join off that 5 minute candle this morning. If that's something you ever look at, those 5 minutes. There's a 5 minute touch again. There comes the 50 and the 9, kind of on top of each other. But man, they're just stacked on top of each other. So it's not like the ideal 20 touch there. Hmm. Man. Let's see if it's going to continue down. It may continue down. I mean, we did touch the 20 and 50. We just don't have any like separation between those two. Hmm. There's that gap fill in. Yeah, if you're looking at shorts, man, you do not want to see your short candles just hesitate like that. There's your macro time. Man, I'm not even sure which way this can go. This can go either way right now. I mean, we still got the 200 down there we haven't touched, so definitely have a long ways down that we could go all the way down to the 465s. That right there is what can kind of hurt you, these big candles, because that's what that candle is all the way from what the 35, 40, all the way down to the 15. So you're looking at 25-point candles. Those are tough to join in on because your stop loss would have to be so big. Man, if the ES gets to the 26, we may rocket ship here. Yeah, it's a lot of support here at the 26s on the ES. Especially if we get it back above this 5-minute candle. This is the 5-minute candle, the bottom of it. Above the 26, man. So that's what I was saying. Like, if we get above the 26, you might see a little rocket ship. The only thing is, there's just no setups. You would just be jumping in FOMO. Where did you take your short off of, Caesar? Woo, this thing's these fake out candles are brutal right here, man. Woo, off the 64. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we're gonna lose this 23. Looks like we're trying to. It's gonna be a dirty close on this one. Yeah. Right now on the ES, we're just consolidating, trading sideways between 23 and 26. That's what I'm hoping for too. Like maybe a push down to the 15-minute candle. This is definitely playing out how I always feel when we had these big moves pre-market, man. It's just the entries are so tough. I mean, we got this wick all the way back up here too that we could push back above. Man. All right, we're back at the 5-minute candle. Remember, it's Friday, guys. No hurries to take a trade this morning. We're just gonna be patient and see if we can just wait for our 10-point setup. Maybe this is the breakout finally. I wanted to take that, but man, I'll look in this if we can get a pullback back into here. I just didn't know if this would just be back into the idiot box here. Woo, look at that big nasty wick, guys. Let's see if we can get a pullback and see if this can hold here. Hmm. I just didn't know if you get stuck here. Yeah, we're gonna be super patient this morning, man. We're not gonna be in no hurries. I knew it was gonna be choppy. Pretty much back at the top of the idiot box again. We're getting back above the 26 target. We're getting back into the 5-minute candle. Oh, this price action is tough, guys. Garbage. Basically, that this one blue line where we're at the top here, so that's your 5-minute close candle. So that's kind of where we keep bouncing off of. I know. I feel like whenever we get that sell off, it's gonna happen so fast. I'm gonna have to sit here and watch it. Those are the toughest trades to get in, Caesar. I don't want to sit there and take failed trades trying to catch the breakout. Not on funded account. There's your 5-minute breakout, breaking back into the 5-minute candle. You got a short order at 593. I can see a good bounce from there, just because that's right below that opening range low. Let's see if we can hit that 90, have a little pullback. A lot of times you'll get like a 10, 15 point pullback off this 90. The 15-minute range is literally at the, what you said, 93s. Just trying to be patient, guys. Mm. Still, I mean, I like for us to push probably back down to the 20s, but I hate that the freaking EMAs are just all flat together. Usually just a sign of choppiness. So we're just going to have to. Like to see us push back into this area to retest. What's up, Outer? How are you doing today? No trades for me so far this morning. We've been pretty choppy for most of this morning. Oh, you long to 540s? Heck, I was over here looking at shorts. Yeah, that would have been. You could have made that a winner. So basically, what it is, this would have been a failed fair value gap. So basically, I was waiting for the retest, but I still didn't take it. I just feel uncomfortable just because of this big consolidation box that we're in right now. So it's just making these trades so tough. So it's like some of these longs. I mean, like I said, you're pretty much just getting stopped in this box. So that's basically what's happening this morning. The box has just been tough. That sucks, man. It's probably gonna be one of those days you're gonna have to wait till freaking like 10, 11 o'clock before you find any, least entries that I like. I'm not sure about, everybody else. I know everybody else looks at a little different. I try to stay away from the charts whenever all your EMAs are all stacked on top of each other like this. It causes a lot more choppiness until they get fanned out a little bit. Oh, goodness. Maybe. This is the second time we bounced off of those 65s. I'm not really sure what's going on with the 65s because I It looks like our EMAs are starting to try to curl back around. Looks like the 50 and the 20 are finally getting back above the 50 here. I mean, we got these wicks up here we could run. Hopefully, time we get to our initial balance set, we can hopefully get an idea about what direction we're going to be trading in today. This first hour seemed like it's lasted forever. Hopefully, no one's gotten chopped up too bad if you are trying to trade this morning. If you're good at range trading, this is definitely your bread and butter. If you're good at range here, you would just have that one range that would just kind of put a little hurt in there. So what's that? What is this, a 30-point range that we're pretty much in? 40 points? Man, it looks like it's just ready to explode out of here. Maybe. Hopefully we can get out of this area and get some kind of pullback here. We're getting pretty close to that time where I'm about to not say, hey, no funded trades for me today. It may just be a strictly eval, then we may take some more riskier trades with the evals like we usually do. But we're just trying to be patient and just wait for that one good setup for our funded account. There's a coffee break. It's getting close. My coffee got cold. I think my battery went dead in my cup. It's red. Or maybe the timer. I think I have a timer set on it or something. Maybe if I walk away for like that 1 minute and come back, we'll have like a 200-point move. Oh, you said alert? I've never done anything like that, Outer. Set alerts on the Trading View. I probably couldn't tell you how to do it either way because I've never looked into it. Woo. What's up, Ponzi? How are you doing today? I was thinking we were going southbound this morning, Ponzi. I thought the complete sell-off was going to happen. Now we just kind of stuck. We're just stuck in this, 40-point range at the moment, just chopping back and forth. I mean, you would think if this can't push back down here in this range that we would be moving back up. It's kind of like, range, breakout range, retest range, and you would think that it would continue up from here. At least that's what I'm looking at. Unfortunately, just got to be patient and just wait on an entry. But like it's Friday, and I've taken a trade every day this week on funded accounts. So we were, except for the yesterday mishap, we were green on the main fundeds all this week, and we were red on the one funded. Or it was actually 50-50 because we took one win, one loss on that one. Because we wouldn't copy trading it. We were trading them individually, which I like doing that because I feel more comfortable, but then the fact that you have to look for multiple trades on fundeds is the difficult part when you're just trying to find the very best setup for those. Hopefully no one's getting chopped up too bad this morning. Okay, so he's basically saying the opening gap is over 120 points. You don't think it will retrace? I guess I never thought about that. Maybe we will get the dump finally. Ponzi showed up just in time for the dump. All right, we're at the bottom of the idiot box. All right, there's the. I was trying to tell if that hit the 200 moving average. It was very, very tempting there off of that freaking EMA bounce. Man. I didn't know at the bottom of this idiot box would be the wall. No. I know, I'm the same way. I'm just waiting. What do we got? 5 more minutes for this IBH to set up. So, man, I didn't think we would get above the 20s, man. We had so much support there in the 20s. So the bottom of the box did hold. Do you still have your resting order sitting at 73? All right, we're back at the 200 moving average. Oh, you were still in a long? Ponsley with the Tesla short. I forgot about you saying you being long, Outer. I thought you got out of that trade earlier. Yeah, it's just a husk pine tree. Thank you. A while ago, we could not push above the 20, so we can. There's your 20. I was hoping that 20 was going to hold for us. You have a setup long again? Is that this long? It's getting to that time of the day where I'm just going to switch over to probably evals only. Let's see. That's me not trusting the market at the moment. Come on, 50, hold up. Okay. Don't really trust these trades. That's the problem I'm having right now. It's just I probably could have got the first 10 points on that first one, but man, it's just so tough at this moment. Because they're not really setups and they're not A+ setups. Let's see if we can get another retest down there. Waiting for expansion. I'm glad I went to break even. Well, let's see if we're going to break. I don't know. There's one of the expansion. After this tough last couple hours, it takes me a minute to get back to used to like feeling comfortable with these trades, especially on my funded accounts. And with this, I did not feel comfortable with it. And this was a 1 minute trend line here. You're at break even. Nice outer. That was a nice trade if you got long down at 21, like you said. That would have been a nice. To me, Caesar, I want to get it in a trade where I can take it up to the 84s. I mean, the trend line's holding. Let's see if this area holds here, the 40s. We're at the top of that range. All right, good deal. We can get through these 67s. Come on. No, come on. Go 67, go. I need 67 to break. That way we can move our stop loss to 67. Come on, Caesar's 83. No, that's what I said. I want to get it. Oh, dang it. We got the full 10, but I didn't get Caesar's 83. Oh, well. So we only ended up making 90 bucks off of that trade. It should have been a 400, but what happened is that trade earlier that I went to break even, that cost me like 8 bucks. If we could have got that last 10 points, that probably would have put us around about 350. So that means we only need about another $250 more to get a payout. So we're getting there. It's getting close. We just had to be super patient this morning. So I don't think I'm gonna do any more funded trades today. That's why we haven't really taken any trades this last hour, because we've been just trying to be super patient and wait. I paper handed this one because I didn't really see this big candle coming here. I mean, I had no idea about that candle there, but This one had a nice little 3-candle pullback. We tapped the 20 there. I'm still don't have the courage to put a resting order at the 20 on this one because we're not fanned out, because everything is still really tight right there. So even this one had me super nervous. I'm not gonna lie, it had me nervous. It took how hard it took just to get 10 points. Probably gonna get that 80 to 90 spot here, I would think. If we can get above this 50% mark, so the reason why I said above 67, that's your 50% on the Fibonacci. I'm gonna go grab coffee real quick since we've been sitting here just staring at charts aimlessly for the last hour, since 8:15. So that was a long hour. All right, be back in like 5 minutes. What did Tesla just dump? Ponzi? Dude, the thing that I regret selling earlier this year, I don't regret it because I used it to buy like all this computer stuff when I started taking streaming a little bit more serious, is I had like 1,000 XRP that I bought for like 50 cents. And now it's worth like $3,000. Where's the silver bullet set up at? That's the 5-minute, right? You find that on the 5-minute chart, right? It's been a while since I've looked into the silver bullet. It's the first fair value gap on the 5-minute chart, right? After 10 o'clock. The 5-minute charts look horrible. Look at this 5-minute chart. You look at the 1-minute chart. Caesar, what kind of coffee do you like? Do you have a preference coffee that you drink every day? I know most people do. I mean, most people, you have like, oh, that's my favorite coffee to drink. Okay, so outer, you drink the McDonald. I drink that brand for a while. That McDonald coffee brand. My favorite coffee that I drink mostly every day, unless we don't get it in mail in time because we have to order our coffee, is bean to cup coffee. We get the 10 bean blend. It's called bean to cup. I'd have to look that up because I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. Yeah, I'll Google it because I'm not sure. So, what's it called? The mocha. Oh, that's like a what is that other name for that? I had something similar to that, but it was electrical. So instead of sitting it on top of a stove, it was a electrical that you just plugged in and it dripped on top of it. Why? Why can't I remember the name of that? Hmm. Let's see. I use a Java 8 coffee maker. It makes really good espressos. I use it to make espressos to put in protein drinks sometimes. We did have a little bull flag setup, but it was really ugly. So what makes these ugly to me where I struggle is how tight these EMAs are. Are you still waiting on that what 83? I know. I wish I was in Java's shoes. Java, he said he made all his money pre-market. I wish I had the courage to trade pre-market, and that way I can just make my money and sit here and just have a relaxed day. Woo. These candles are so ugly. Got a shorty. I play the now. I don't really play what the what might happen to Ponzi. So far today, I thought I did pretty good about being super strict. We were being super strict, waiting on the right moment for the funded trades. I still need about, what's this? I got to start trading these other funded accounts but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't know. I kind of want to copy trade two of them because I'm about to have 6 funded accounts just with Apex. We got one more eval we're working on right now. We're at 25,743, so we're about halfway there. I thought you were in this long, Outer. I thought you got long at the 21. Oh no. I mean, I'm usually pretty good about not being like swayed by anybody's, what everybody else is doing. No, I would never do that. I think at the end of the day, my way of thinking, even when I used to watch streamers trade, I would never, even if I know there's that delay from me watching them and when they take their trades. Because I know what a lot of these trades, especially if they happen in say 10, 15 seconds, you're already like 8 seconds too late or 7 seconds too late the time you see their entry. So this is why a lot of times I draw my trend lines. So that kind of gives you an idea what I'm looking at whenever I'm going to take my trades. Because let's just say you took this same trade that I did right here. I hit the button right here. Time you see it, I'm already probably like 4 or 5 points in the trade. So it's really hard to follow people streaming. So that's why a lot of times I draw trend lines or I'll draw these fair value gaps. And these are just trades that I'm looking at. Now, I do take more riskier trades if we're trading evals. That's why I tell you guys that when I'm on evals, because you guys are like, why is he taking that? What is that? It's usually just me being more aggressive because I've decided I'm trying not to waste as much time on evals. So I try to trade them more aggressively, especially if I can get them on the cheaper side. I haven't really bought none of Apex 50% because that's pretty pricey for 50% off. I think I do like Bulanox or probably take profit before somebody else before that because time you paid the $70 just for 25K, then you pay whatever it is for activation. I don't know if it's 85 or 130 now. So a lot of times if I do get the cheaper evals, I try to hold on to the ones that way I can reset them if I have to. I'd rather reset them for 30 bucks than I would have to end up buying those things for 70 bucks. So we're finally getting some little separation between the EMAs. So maybe we can finally get some nice little bull flags set up here. We're at new highs on the ES. I haven't even looked at the ES this morning. Yeah, I'm done with one win today, and we're just gonna call it good. It's Friday, and I was very skeptical about even taking that today because we had that 300-point move before New York, and I knew it was gonna be tough this morning. If you want to have a deterrent when not to trade your funded accounts, if you get a 400-point move in London in Asian market, I don't even, a lot of times I won't even trade funded because of this right here. It makes it so hard to get entries. And you've had big candles, big wicks. If you're playing tight stop loss, you'll just get stopped. You'll just get stopped out nonstop. Or I know before I started streaming, I used to not even trade on Fridays if I was green. If I was green going into Friday, I wouldn't even trade Friday just because I don't want to be pissed off going into the weekend because either I've blown my fundeds or I've blown an eval. Eval, I don't really get upset much about anymore just because most all my evals are 90% with a few 80s in there. There comes your 83. What's up, Clarity? How are you doing? Pretty good. We've only taken two trades today. One was kind of like a break-even trade, and the other one we re-entered to get our 10 points with our funded today. So we've been just grinding this funded account here to try to get to the payout. We still need about $200 and what? $63? Yeah, 260. Hopefully I could get that in either 2 or 3 trades. I was hoping for a runner this morning on this one because I had a runner in, but we got stuck here at the 67, so I only got the 10 points. So then I was also $8 in the hole because that break-even trade cost me $8. So you'll probably get some reaction at this opening range high here, or low. I'm sorry, this is opening range low. Now we're just going to do evals the rest of the day being Friday. Yeah, there's nothing worse when you got to you take early trades in your one good trade. You just got to basically get all the profit back you lost. Those right there are so draining because I get myself in that situation quite a bit on my evals outer where I'll take riskier trades in that first hour, get down like $200 or $250 or even $300, and you got to make it back. That sucks. It's so draining. All right, so we're going to look for a pullback here. Let's see if we can get some kind of pullback here. Then man. Oh, nice. Now, are you copy trading any of those, or did you take that many trades this morning? You must be good at range trading because I suck at range trading. I don't have the courage to push the button at the bottom of the range because I feel like it's going to keep going. Called the Red Donkey Show. Oh, shit. All right, there's the bottom of that range, or the bottom of that gap fill in. See if that gap holds. Nope. There's the 21 test. All right, that was the first test of the 21. Let's see if it holds. I'm not sure if this is going to work out. This right here is just kind of a test type trades, like I said, that we've been working on. Okay, so it didn't work. That was just the first test of the 20. Oh, don't tell me it's going to come back and stop me out. Dingo. Oh, that was dirty. All right, we'll try this one more time. Oh, dang it. Might just get chopped up again. Ah, come on. This is struggling too bad. Little 90 resistance. Come on. Oh, it was so dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Oh, man. That sucks, man. Come on. That stopped out my main contracts, too. So right now what sucks is I'm only in for one micro. I like to see if this 90 holds here. Might get stopped out on this one, but that's okay. Oh, we worked my way back in it. That was close. Ah. Unfortunately, we only ended up with $30 because that first one we took was a loss, and we got stopped out on our previous target, but we're able to add back to it, so we're only actually up $30 after all that. So. Yeah, I know. I'm so glad I'm done looking for funded trades though, just because this stuff is tough. Like the setups, the candles look ugly. I mean, it's tough to find entries in this. These setups are tough. Even this little flag setup is like tough to enter. Where's the ES at? Oh, man, the ES may make a little push. Dude, the price action is tough. Tough. Would you say 614 when we need to kind of retest here? Uh-oh. Now, are you talking about these gaps up in this area? I can barely see it. I don't know if that's that. Is it this one? Is this the gap that you're looking for, outer? The ones up here between 611 and 620? Oh, you're waiting a gap from it. Okay. Oh, so are you waiting for 602 to hit, or are you already in a long from earlier, and that's a target for 602? Hey guys, just to let you know, Monday's a holiday. We still probably stream, but I know the stock market will be closed Monday. It's a federal holiday. It's I think I think it's Martin Luther King Day, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Martin Luther King Day or if it's the inaugural day. I'm not sure what they're closing it for. It's one of those two. The grind. Has anybody looked at like the 5 minute time frame just to see how bad it looks? Let's see, what is this? This is the 2 minute. Yeah, that same here. We're gonna wait till probably London close to see what if we get some kind of volatility around the London. So we got about 13 more minutes. That's kind of what I'm waiting on now. Maybe we can get something. I don't know if we'll get a setup for entry, but sometimes we get a lot of volatility right there at the London close. I mean, these are just ugly little bull flag setups. Another nice little push. I mean, that was the third time we bounced off of this freaking fair value gap, or this area here. We're ranging again, but the only thing is, I don't know if we're going to get out of this range, because we've taken a couple longs in this area before, and we constantly are getting stopped here at the opening range low. So I don't know. They may not take them back out. Let's see. Back down to 80s. Maybe this is the breakout finally. But like I said, this move done. I done tried this multiple times to try to take this long, and I kept getting stopped out. So one was a winner, one was a loser. So that's why we only have like $6 on this account. We made profit, then we turn around and lost it. So we're just in the profit, $6 on the eval here. Well, it hit the brakes. Ooh. There was a nice little breakout there. But like I said, you don't know when it's going to happen. It's already attempted that breakout 3 times already. What here? We had a pullback here, so we had this one, another pullback, so we had this one failed, then consolidate, then so it was about 3 times before we finally got through there. And this is what's making setups difficult unless you're just looking for certain locations or certain support lines. Or maybe we can get some kind of little bear flag. Nice. Where'd you get long from, Outer? Oh, you got long at 522. Nice. Yeah, I missed that one. I saw you talk about it, but I didn't grab it. Was that the silver bullet setup? Nice. Well, we definitely got a really big gap to the upside here. Ooh. Nice trade on that one, Outer. Woo, man, we might not even get a pullback, guys. This thing's just going straight to the moon. This has been the typical day: consolidation, big breakouts, then you have to sit here and watch. And if we rerun these highs, I mean, we got another 680 that we could go up to, but we just have to see if we can find an entry. We do got a big gap here, then also another gap all the way at the 40, so we can see if this gap holds. Ah, I thought once this gap hold, we would move up a little bit more and fill in this gap here. Let's see, we still may get it. Oh, come on. Hold, gap, hold. Nope. Damn it. I thought we would clear back up to here, and we still may. I mean, it's still holding up. The gap is still holding. Like I said, we still had a target all the way up at the 680s. We just got to get an entry. Would definitely rather see a 9 or even a 21 touch here. And we got this big fair value gap right here too that we could trade back into. Dang, didn't get there. Might have bought at the top. We'll see what happens here. Ah, we're getting denied. Come on, gap. We're looking for this gap to get fill in. Come on, trend line. Ah, shoot, it's struggling to move back. Dang it. All right, let's wait for the 20 touch. There's our 9 again. Ah. I'm fairly new to these here, guys. So fairly new. May not get the pullback off that 20. That was the 20's first touch, so damn it. That looked like we're gonna get it. All right. Oh, that was a bummer. Let's see where we're at on our account. Woo. Oh, that's the 2 minutes. Bouncing back off the opening range low there. Damn, we got stuck. Nice bounce off of that. couldn't really couldn't break through this opening range low. That's where I thought we were going to lose. Maybe we'd have a quick sell off there. No respect for that OB on the 5 minutes. Oh, don't tell me you're going to come back. That might just be a pullback before we sell back off. Yeah. Hopefully we can get this gap here to hold for us. Either it breaks out or just comes back and stops us out. And we'll just look for another entry here. I feel like we should push up possibly to the 30s. We got a gap fill. We can fill this in here. Try one more time. The struggles. Come on. I mean, this is how all the highs have been. It's just like after the initial move, if we are going to move high, it's just going to be a grind. Ooh. Looks like we might get stopped out on this one if we cannot hold the 20 here. Damn. There's the 20. So let's see if we get a bounce. Come on. Oh, that was so dirty. We're still at the bottom of this gap here. Didn't know if we'd pull down, retest those 600s. Ugh. So it looks like we're just getting another opening range test. We've got a big wick all the way down to 80 that we could possibly get to. We're going to have a tight stop loss on this one, only 3 points. Okay. Let's see if we continue. We always run into some kind of resistance at this opening range low, so that's why we had such a tight, only had like 2 or 3 points there, because if we can't lose it, we're going to push back above it. So that's why I put my stop loss right there at it. So we'll wait and see if we break that 96 again. And this is an eval only, guys. We're kind of just going back and forth. So that's why we're just kind of going to break even or using tight stop losses. So far, you got this gap holding up from back over here. No, right here. So, ooh, there's that level again. 96 is being tested again. Try it one more time. Keep going. Dude, don't. Right there at that wick. Okay, there we go. At the bottom of this range. We'll put our stop loss just right above the IBH here, just in case. Or this opening range low. See if that'll hold. We could be having a pullback, probably back to the mid-session. This is your 50% mark. But we'll have to see. This was the kind of move I was hoping for a while ago when we entered that the first time. But we'll have to see if it'll hold. We're in it for 4 points still, 4 with 2 contracts. Do a little bit. It looks like it's going to rip through there again. It's trying to get through that range. Come on. If it keeps poking it, it's going to probably go through. Oh, it's going through. Easy help. All right. Didn't get anything on the runners there, guys. Oh, that thing came and hit my stop loss, then watch it sell off now. That's kind of how it goes. Son of a bee. Oh my God, dude. That is so dirty. I almost don't want it to go down because I'm just like, man. What time is it? Heading into 12 o'clock. So we're definitely getting into that time on Friday where we start losing our volume pretty soon. comes our 20. We sold through the 20 a while ago. That's where we got stopped out on the from earlier. Hopefully I didn't jump in too early on this. Where was it going? Damn, come on. 5 points away. Man, this thing's just running back and forth. Just 10 points is a struggle today. I mean, we got the breakout. We just need to see it run. There it goes. Come on, keep it going. Oh my goodness. This ranging is just wrecking us right now. It's so hard to get the follow through on these breakouts. Unless this one goes. I mean, we had a nice little pull down, a nice little bear flag set up. This is the bottom of that previous range. I think we just have to get through this crap. Above the 26,600 we squeeze. Yeah, back above this opening range low, I'll look for longs, but I was only looking for shorts because we keep getting below this range here. And I feel like we need that 50% pullback. And that's out at 67. I'm gonna risk a little bit more on this, just right there at the 600s. Since we only have one contract left. All right, so we're looking for 96 to hold. If we start losing 96, yeah, it's probably going back up. You said you're on the ES? Yeah, I like trading. I don't trade the ES, but I love using ES support levels. I haven't used it much today because usually if we have like some crazy stuff go on in the morning. So we're at another swing. If you are looking at the ES, we got a pretty good swing here at the 38s. All right, so we're going to have to get through the 80s. So 80s kind of is the wall at the moment. Whew. Have you taken any trades this morning, Carter? I used to trade the ES as far as taking trades, but I struggle with like holding trades, so that's why I've been trading the NQ for a while now. But I still use Adam Manzini levels on the ES. But I haven't done that today since we had that big move this morning. It kind of threw the numbers off a little bit. Nice. 4 points is a lot, man, on the ES, especially if you're trading one mini. Is that just one mini? Or are you doing multiple minis? Okay, so one mini, 10 micros. Yeah, nice. That's all I look for, is about $100 to $200 moves. I mean, that's mostly all my moves too. Yeah, that's what I do pretty much too, is try to leave runners. That's where today the runners hadn't been that great. I haven't really had any good runners today. That one while ago was probably the most, which was about 15 points. We really got a really big 1 minute trend going all the way down. I mean, we could take this either way. All right, so there's your 50% mark. So that's if you're pulling Fibonacci, that's 50% of the move today. Yeah, I've seen the footprint stuff used. I've never used it, but I've seen people use it before. It seems, I don't know how to use it, so I know I've tried looking at it, but it makes no sense to me. Man, if we break through the 67, it is definitely downtown. At least all the way down probably to the 40s. You have your 200 moving average there. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of the delta divergence, but I've never used it either. Mainly what I've been trading, probably, I want to say probably really consistently since last year was the breakout patterns along with failed inversion gap trades. So we had this type same little setup yesterday with this 1 minute trend where we had it down, then we finally got that breakout above it. So don't know if that's going to happen today, but yesterday we did have a big breakout once we finally broke out of this 1 minute trend. We're pretty close to sitting at equal highs at the 600s too. If we get above that 600, we'll definitely, or this opening range low back above this area here, we will definitely look for a long out of that area. I have this indicator free in the Discord if anybody wants to use this. Like I said, it puts the session mid on your chart, the opening range low, opening range high, and also your initial balance, which is like your IBL or IBH. Whew. I mean, realistically, I mean, I guess that's another. I'm sitting here looking at this freaking bullish big flag when really we have another flag set up here. But I don't like the fact that I don't usually like trades like this whenever you're 200, when your EMAs are out of sync. And so that means like your 50s here, your 20 and your 9, then your 200. So to me, it just seems a little bit more choppiness until they get back in sync. Ponzi, are you listening to Nutty? What's he mean by like probation with Apex? I've never heard of people being on probation with Apex. I guess I've never heard that. You're on probation with Apex? How do you do that? I've never heard of that. I don't want to make that mistake. I've never heard of that, Carter. Does that mean you make too much money with them, or how do you? I guess I don't understand how you would get on probation with them. Oh, you're talking about just rinse and burn accounts. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to, hopefully, too. Uh, so we broke out of this big, long 1 minute trend. Okay. I haven't used Tradeify. My funded futures, I don't think I've used them either. The only three people that I've probably used that I've used probably the most was Take Profit, Beulah Knox, and Apex. And I used Fast Track before they screwed everybody over. Definitely liking the longs here since we broke out of this 1 minute trend. Wow, that's pretty wild. Yeah, I've been on a slow grind with mine. Like this one eval that I've been working on, man, we got like 30 days in it trading. Like, cause we only usually do like $100 a day on those accounts. If I can get one more pass, which we're close, we only need about 600 more dollars, then we'll have six PA accounts with Apex. Yeah, I would probably be YOLOing, but I use my evals when I'm streaming after I'm done looking for my funded account trade. Because I try to just do one funded account trade. Yeah, that's the way I'm kind of starting to feel with them. So that's why I do trade aggressively with them, but I still like trading with them when I stream because I don't want to sit here and trade with fundeds. You still have 250 APAs, no guts to trade. Yeah, it's tough outer. I'm not gonna lie. I go through this. All of us go through that same stuff. You know, being newer traders, it's definitely tough. So far, this little opening range low has been a wall. Couldn't get above it. I'm still thinking we maybe move higher. I mean, we just got to wait to get above this opening range here. Oh, where'd you get short from, Outer? I didn't know you were short. From 580. Oh, you were short from 581. Woo. That was pretty close right there at the bottom of that range. Was it this gap that we were looking at when you took that short? There's a lot of freaking gaps in that area. All right, there's the bust above the opening range low. And I wanted to pull the trigger on that, but I was scared it was going to reverse on me. We got through the... Hoping it slowed down, maybe we can have a not such a big stop loss. The only thing that sucks, like I said, all your EMAs are just smashed there. Let's see if it holds. We're just waiting to see if this 596 or the 600 is going to hold up. The market makers. I know what you mean. I feel that way a lot myself sometimes. Especially when it comes down to hit your target right on the button and then goes the direction that you're looking for. So what we're looking for is I wanted to try to get it close to this opening range here, so that way in case it holds up. And above the 600. We may even lower our risk down some and just go right above the 600. Or right below the 600. But this is lunchtime, so we're not going to have the volume like to have a... I don't know if we'll have that volume where we get that nice push. Oh, that's what we did for. Put it right there at that opening range. Above 10, we'll just go to break even. You two, Outer. Yeah, I'm about to call it quits myself. I don't want to sit here and continue trading during the lunch hour. Congratulations on that big 80-point move you got today. That was a nice move there off that 522 all the way up to the 600s. Oh, what a tease. I thought we had that nice little push. I may just risk the full 80 here and just to see if we can find support here at the 96s or even a 9 EMA here. And this is for 4 micros. So it'll just take some of the profit that we have. We're up 274 or 302. So like I said, I think this will be my last trade here. So, shoot. All right. So that hit the 20. I mean, that's pretty. I just didn't want to risk more. That was probably the smarter play to have your stop loss right below the 21 EMA. All right, so like I said, most all these trades we've taken on today was on this eval. We've taken lost wins. It's kind of going back and forth. We were being really aggressive with it. Cash value, it says we got 955, but time you take all these micro fees out, that was about $100 in micro fees, about $120. So we're just going to leave it at 212 today. And for our funded account, we only took one trade for 10 points. It should have been $100, but I took a break-even trade earlier where I lost like a point, and so we lost $8. So that's why we only ended up with 89. And we need to get, what, 263. Watch this thing go. That's going dirty. 263 for a payout with Apex. At least with this account. Oh, that's so dirty. Well, let's see if we're going to get that 15. I'm curious if we get to the 15. That's what I was looking for, was the 15. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Thank you, Carter. I wasn't sure if you're someone new or if you just haven't never been in the comments, but thanks for chatting, Carter. And Outer, Caesar, usually the most, Trader G. Man. You too, Constantine. Thank you. That sucks, guys. Got my close stop loss, then went straight to my target. Oh, my goodness. That is like the worst, like, ever. That's the only thing that sucks, but like I said, playing with tight stop losses. No, shoot. All right, guys. Thank you.